Hello, this is Ariella Carmel, and I'm at Calcalist 2024 Forecasts event here in Tel Aviv. I'm joined by Ophir Zilbiger, the head of Global Cyber and a partner at BDO Israel. Thank you for joining me, Ophir.
Hi, Ariella.
So can you start off by telling me a little bit about BDO and your role there?
Sure. BDO is a global professional services and audit network, and we have a cyber practice as part of our global consulting practice. It's quite sizable, active in different parts of the world, and it's highly synergetic with our IT advisory, digital and risk advisory services.
Okay, and can you speak a bit to how the current period has impacted you as a company and your activities in that regard?
Sure. First of all, I think the fact that we are under higher level of threat is quite obvious. Clients are concerned, clients are looking for ways to assess the revised levels of risk for their business, in light of the war, in light of terrorist activity, and that's a side of normal cybercrime and other threats that exist.
Can you speak a bit to the number of cyber attacks or the increased threat to cybersecurity in the current situation?
Sure. First of all, clients are, as I said, facing higher levels of threat from terrorist organizations and enemy countries that are either directly affiliated with the attacks or indirectly affiliated with the attacks. We're seeing more attempts and more success in trying to deface sites, in trying to get basically to embarrass Israel using our business arena. I think we're lucky with the fact that the organizations in Israel are quite mature in their cybersecurity posture, and that helps us. On the other side, on the flip side of the coin, many cyber professionals, which are usually young people, were drafted into the army, leaving organizations a bit exposed, and this is probably where BDO fits in, helping our clients and organizations to meet the current challenges with our capability.
And so on that point, can you speak a bit to the importance of cyber resilience and how you're assisting companies and your clients in achieving that?
Sure. I think, first of all, as an Israeli citizen, we're seeing the importance of a resilient society, a resilient country, and that very clearly translates into resilience of organizations, whether it's government or business organizations. We see top management concerned with resilience and looking at, first of all, what is the level of, or what is the probability that the business will cease to operate in light of different situations. We as cyber professionals have been looking at resilience for a long time because ransomware has always been a threat that can impact resilience or the operations of a company. But today we're seeing a wider angle of looking at resilience. I think here in Israel at least, we've been facing different situations of war in the past. So in the 90s with the Gulf War and then the Second Lebanon War, those were triggers for heavy investments in resilience, in technology, and business continuity. We're seeing a wider angle of concern today, looking at different other parts of the operation, looking at manufacturing, for instance, in light of factories that are near the border and are having a hard time to operate. So today we're looking at resilience and business continuity more holistically and assist our client organizations to build up their capability, whether it's a strategic capability, allowing management to properly address these situations, be ready for any event with a crisis management team that is trained. And aside of that, we're seeing more investment in resilience of IT and operations in light of those threats.
So what are your expectations for the coming year in terms of increased cyber threats and also the response and ability from companies to manage those threats?
First of all, we anticipate that cyber investment will not decrease, will probably increase, but not in the usual vector of assisting, let's say, digital business to thrive or to enable growth. Today it's more about risk management and business continuity. The investment is really targeting the critical elements of the business and making sure that they would be operative in any event or any event that is likely to happen.
Okay, well, on that note, we're going to end the conversation, but thank you so much for joining me, Ophir, and best of luck.
Thanks very much, and the best of 24 for all of us, of course.